Hello, it's Duncan. When me and my brother were little, my mom and dad used to get us proper tools sized for small hands instead of just flimsy plastic junk. And this is one of those tools, a little red shovel. And they also used to get little hand trowels and buckets and other things like that, which we used a whole bunch. But of course they were only little and we were only little, so we didn't use them a crazy amount. But they are still functional till today. But now that I'm bigger, I got to graduate to the big boy shovel and big boy cart and such, right over here. And I got a big old pile of mulch too. It's a very nice big shovel. But anyway, we got the mulch here, and me and my brother are working on a project over this way.
So where are you at, Dunc? It's kind of weedy and overgrown, so people can't tell, I'm sure.
It's the southeast orchard, I think. I always have trouble remembering which way is which, but I think that's which way it is.
Yeah, I just call it the East Orchard.
I agree. Because we don't really have an orchard to the north per se. We have a few trees that way, like the peach shrubs, but not much. And I think this is the plum tree and an apple tree, and this is our most recent project we're working on. We're redoing the fencing and smothering the weeds with cardboard. I pulled really big sheets of cardboard. We get them from stores. Sometimes there's just cardboard here and there, and we ask if we can take them. And that's
I'm gonna move around to the other side, Duncan.
Our cardboard. It's really handy when you have a nice big piece of cardboard like this, because then you can just lay it down and smother a huge area. So you take a piece of cardboard like that, and I'm not going to leave it here, but the general idea is that you lay it down on top of the weeds. So instead of having to weed it, you just put the cardboard there, and it just smothers all the grass. It saves a lot of time having to weed. Plus then the grass, when it decomposes, it just decomposes down and adds more organic matter to the soil. And then when you put the wood chips from the pile over there on top, it also adds an additional smothering effect and provides fertilizer and helps build mycorrhizal fungi, which is, fungus among us. But the fungal duff connects to the tree and helps provide it with nutrients and water.
Yeah, and then we usually mix in a yard cart or two full of the deep bedding from the coop too.
Yeah, old chook bedding, if we have it available.
Yeah.
But
and then that can mix in there and slowly sheet compost right in place and feed the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we were planning to connect up this tree and this tree and mulch in between to help convert the biome, because by convert the biome, I mean making it so there's more broadleaf plants below, because the grass is the main problem, because grass like this likes to set up a big carpet of roots, and it's hard for the tree to compete with the carpet of roots, because like the soil, imagine this is the top of the soil and down from there. The grass likes to have its roots here, and so does the tree. The tree of course has a little taproot and such, but it likes to have its roots right on this top layer. So it's competing with the quackgrass and such.
Well, these trees do have some deeper roots. These don't have taproots.
True.
The pawpaws do, and the pear trees do.
True.
And the mulberries do. But not apples.
For the most part, they like this layer right here, which is why spraying fertilizer on the top has an effect. And why smothering the grass helps the tree grow. And the tree actually, its roots extend all the way out to here because how do I put it? The roots extend
past the drip line of the tree.
Past the drip line of the tree. So like, here's the edge of the tree. The roots are probably out right here. So they spread out quite a ways. And one of the hopes is if you get the mycorrhizal fungi up by putting down the cardboard and then the wood chips on top of that, the fungus lives in the wood chips and connects up this tree to this tree and they'll communicate with each other and share resources, which sounds completely crazy and silly, but they have actually proven that it works. There was some old tree groves that had a fungal connection with each other, and there was this one tree that got girdled, and the other trees kept it alive. In another instance, I remember they had chopped down a tree, and the woodmaster in the area had come back and looked at the stump, and the stump was still there and alive, covered in moss, but he scraped off the moss, and the trunk was, well, the little stump was still alive because it was acting like a link in the connection. So the other trees were keeping it alive to act as a root extension and extension of the communication network. It's amazing how much the trees communicate with each other just idly. You'd think that it doesn't seem like they're that intelligent, but in their own way they are quite intelligent. But
Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll come back later this afternoon and look at how it looks after you guys get it all cleaned up.
It'll look quite different.
All right, onward. Back to work.
See you in a bit. It's the next day, and we got a lot of work done. And there's this tree, and this tree over here. And we got some new fence here. It's all bright and shiny. And it's 5 feet tall instead of 4 feet tall, which I like the higher fence, even though we always used to use lower fence. It's got a nicer feel to it, and it's more imposing, I think, if a deer tries to jump over it, because the deer chew on our trees all the time if we don't fence them. Not that I dislike deer per se, but it's kind of annoying when they chew on your trees. But anyway, and we moved a lot of mulch, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if we moved over 20 loads, and that's being conservative. But anyway, and when I was walking around, I found some ducky feathers. I think they are from chocolate. And they are beautiful, just like the ducky. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.